Unit 21. Exercise 1. While both history and geography could serve to develop nationalistic sentiments, the relative position of these two subjects in the educational system largely came to depend on the degree to which either seemed more useful in building up the idea of a national identity. In Germany, with its long history of shifting borders and divisions into small states, geographical patterns associated with the German-speaking lands seemed very significant, and so geography was seen as very important. Norway, on the other hand, had developed its educational system during the union of the crowns with Sweden, 1814 to 1905, and it had no disputed borders. Under these circumstances, Norway's national awakening was fostered by teaching about the glorious history of Viking times and about the precious liberal constitution of 1814. Hence, history predominated over geography. Finland, however, which had also experienced a union of crowns, in this case with Tsarist Russia, lacked a clearly discernible glorious past, and so geography developed as a relatively more important subject. A pioneering research work of great political importance in the Finnish liberation process, the Atlas of Finland, stressed the uniqueness of the Finnish lands. Exercise 2. One dimension of ethical theory that needs mentioning is the issue of autonomy of ethics in relation to religion. Many ethical works are written from a religious point of view, and many concrete moral judgments are influenced by religion. A question in ethical theory is whether ethics has some kind of evidential dependence on religion. Consider the question whether moral knowledge, say, that lying is, with certain exceptions, wrong, requires knowing any religious truth. This does not seem so. To say this is not to claim, as some would, that we can know moral truths even if there are no theological or religious truths. The point is theologically neutral on this matter. It is that knowledge of moral truths does not depend on knowledge of God or of religious truths. This view that moral knowledge is possible independently of religion is not anti-religious, and indeed it has often been held by religiously committed philosophers and by theologians. Exercise 3. Several factors have been identified as influences on the development of moral identity, some individual and some contextual. At the individual level, things such as personality, cognitive development, attitudes and values, and broader self and identity development can impact moral identity development. For example, those more advanced in cognitive and identity development have greater capacities for moral identity development. Also, greater appreciation for moral values might facilitate their subsequent integration into identity. At the contextual level, one important factor is the person's social structure, including neighborhood, school, family, and institutions such as religious, youth, or community organizations. For example, a caring and supportive family environment can facilitate the development of morality and identity, as well as the integration of the two into moral identity. Additionally, involvement in religious and youth organizations can provide not only moral belief systems, but also opportunities to act on those beliefs, e.g. through community involvement, which can aid their integration into identity.